Hey gang, I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a 2014 year-end game room wrap-up because it's December 21st and it's close enough to the end of the year. Things aren't going to be changing all that much. And we'll start here at the top of the stairs of the basement with the sign I was just given yesterday as a Christmas present, which will go up there where the message board and the Coke sign is. That'll come down and to the right a little bit to make room for it. As we continue down the stairs, there's one of the cats. You can also see the LED strip lights, maybe. These are the exact same ones that were at my cube at work. Brought them home yesterday for our Christmas party. And for those of you who haven't seen it, there's the pencil box with the Arduino Uno and a couple transistor boards that I put together. And after Christmas I may make it do more than just red and green. And I also want to substitute an Adafruit Trinket Pro for the Arduino. Save a few bucks there. So, as we enter the basement, right here, behind the bags of cat litter and underneath the pile of junk, is my Vendo V23 Coke machine. Yes, it works. It keeps Cokes cold. Takes these small bottles, like we have there, but I've had this for about 20 years. It still works. And there is unfinished project number 2 for the summer, unplanned unfinished project, McDonald's sign. I did get it painted red. That part came out okay. Still need to apply the yellow to the M. Yeah, and there is the main unfinished project, the back box for the video pinball machine, which is sitting right there. Still need to work out the issue of the plunger interfering with where the buttons will poke through. Might be able to get a thin enough button. I still want to be able to use this as a switch to launch the ball. If I can get a thin enough button switch, it might work. We'll see. Skipped over the Pac-Man cabaret here. It does work. Haven't done much of anything yet, but it could stand some cleanup. New T-molding. Coin door, I'll probably leave the same. I like to have, to be able to see like the years of wear that it's had, because it was on route, and the fact that it's still going says something. So that's the Pac-Man cabaret. This is the other half of the video pinball machine, which paint job turned out really great. Legs cleaned up really nice too. It's just not done. Still need to work out some. It's also the storage bin for all of my pinball parts for the moment. This is going to support the computer monitor for the playfield. And there's supposed to be another piece of wood going across the top there that's not here at the moment because it's split out. I've glued it back together. I just haven't put it back in. This side's being held together by pocket screws, which worked unbelievably well. This only has one pocket screw in it, which you can see, maybe. That's where it was screwed out. And there's only one there. And there'll be pocket screws for the top too. I'm probably going to need a piece of metal going across. If I can't work out the issues with the plunger switch, if I can't work out anything with having this piece across here. I do have an old apron for another Williams pinball machine. I hate to cut it down, but I might have to. This is unplanned project number 3 for the summer, which is actually done. This is a seat from a Pontiac Transport. It's my only game down here. It actually has a built-in cup holder. But it's just a computer back in there. Old computer that you can't really see. Subwoofer underneath behind the pedals. A Acer monitor on top. Nothing fancy, just something like a Logitech Momo steering wheel connected via USB. And it works. The game I've been playing is R Factor. It's the R Factor 1 point something or other. This is it here. I also acquired, or I bought, I shouldn't acquire it. Makes it sound like it's hard to get. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Need for Speed was having issues with the wheel. I could probably work them out. I just haven't done that yet. This, you've seen it before. You'll see it again. It's the Spirit of 76. I still need to put some time into it because it doesn't start. And it's showing tilt now. It's done that before. That I can do something about. I know what to do with it. It's just it's like a stuck relay if I remember right. But I need to open that up. This is my winter project, is getting the Spirit of 76 running. I should back off so you can see more of it. Behind it, my Walk Don't Walk sign, which looks a lot brighter than it is. But anyway, the main thing is the Spirit of 76. It's pretty close. Pretty close. I think. I hope. This is the original project. The original thing that started this whole arcade mess. It's my MAME cabinet. And it's making noise. At least the speaker's working for now. Sometimes it cuts out. There's a short. Yes, there's no marquee up here. I've got one on order. The light does work. It's running hyperspin for the front end. And it's got 2 joysticks, 7 buttons each. It's got a trackball, spinner. This is the select button. This is the exit button. 1 player, 2 players. So, to credit it up, the black button on the front. To the power button, it's not currently wired up. It's the white button here. So that's just going to go straight to the PC power supply, which is back in here. Ooh, along with a smart strip mounted to the wall, a amplifier down there, and a USB Wi-Fi dongle. And you can kind of sort of see an outlet back there that goes to a power module on the back that takes a standard computer power cord. But it's basically just a PC. And if I had to do it over again, I probably wouldn't have put the door in the front because it doesn't hang quite straight. And in case I didn't mention it, I do have a marquee on order for it. Artwork that I designed myself. So that's the MAME cabinet. Overhead is a Coca-Cola lamp. The last game down here is a Williams Firepower, which is the working pinball machine. Now it's going to be making noise till the game ends, but it does work. And if you were ever a owner of an Apple II, you might have had a game called Raster Blaster. has the exact same playfield layout as Firepower, which is why this is one of the pinball machines that I really wanted to get. The only complaint about it is it doesn't have drop targets, but I played a lot of Raster Blaster and it has a lot of nostalgia for me, and I still play it every day, so I like that. Another traffic light over here, it does work. It's not plugged in at the moment. I can't get to it really either to do it. This is an interesting item here. It's a Johnson Model D Farebox, which isn't plugged in, runs on 12 volts, but it does work. It's for like buses and trolleys. You would put your change in the top, goes down a zigzaggy chute, which you can't really see too well probably, and rings a bell on the way. And when the bus driver wanted to see how much change he had, he'd push that lever on the side. This wheel would start spinning because it was turned by this 12 volt motor. This is just a switch for the 12 volts. But this would actually count the coins, and it would display on the front of it. I've got a couple more of these around here too. This was the first one I've got. And the Firepower is still making noise. I can live with the MAME system, but Firepower. But anyway, that's here for now. And I got various Coke-themed decorations on the wall. I have some other new ones around too, but and as you can see, I've got a collection of Coke bottles and stuff. Bottles from all over the world, and a few odds and ends. Old cash register. But it's still a bit messy, but it's a place for my stuff. And people still find it fun to come down here and play the game. So even though there's only a few of them right now, I do have plans to get more, but that depends on time, money, energy, etc. But for now, I've got some classics, some pins, driving game, and more to come. Things in the works. So in 2015, this is a priority to get it up and working. So that's probably the main priority. So the winter of 2000, well, that's the summer project. For the winter, it's the Spirit of 76. So I'll do as much as I can. I think at this point, based on the motors I've cleaned up, I need to go back and revisit the switch contacts. I've straightened a number of them, cleaned them. There may be some residue from filing them. I'm thinking that's probably the issue now. And although things are messy, there's boxes under the pins, etc. A bunch of boxes piled up over there. That's also for this winter. It's tons better than it was. So, anyway, that's the tour. So, hope you like it, and stay tuned. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to click the subscribe button, and you'll get updates as to what I'm doing. And be sure and check back if you don't. The Basement Funhouse. That's me. I'm Dave. This is the basement, and it's fun.